getting Annie to join for this one. It's going to be our Scotch bias.
Scotch bias.
Okay. And St Andrews are 1-0 up, and welcome to the St Andrews versus Reading game. This is going to be an interesting one. Both teams have quite aggressive styles, both teams like their flair, and we are in for a treat here. I'm Harry Mason.
I'm Annie Bechtel.
And we're going to be taking you through this Reading versus St Andrews Div 1 game. St Andrews found themselves in a tough group. They had both Strathclyde and Bath, two teams which are looking to really be up there for the medals. As well, St Andrews themselves came out slightly for the worse this time. Reading, on the other hand, had Glasgow, Birmingham, Manchester, and held themselves admirably throughout as Gabe takes the pull. It's moving inside now. Reading with that ISO they so love. And Goon snatches the disc away. And
immediately throws it away.
And turns it instantly. Schechter now looking to isolate the one-on-one. Wilson recognises that one-on-one, gets back to give double coverage, and makes St Andrews play sensibly, something which I'm sure they love. Lynch on the disc now, looking forward. What can he find? He doesn't really have a force. Oh, now he does. So he's looking for an option, looking for a way through. His smart brain just like trying to calculate what's the route through. Schechter. Looking for it now. He's waiting on the door of the end zone. He's pointing exactly where he wants it.
He knows what he wants here.
And throws exactly that shot. Reading, look at what he's pointing at, I feel.
That's classic Gabe play there. Tell everyone exactly what he wants, make them do it. And it works. Clearly, St Andrews have had a good day so far.
Yeah, so I think this is a lower crossover, so I think not as well as they'd like.
It's a great day, but from what I've seen of their playing, they've been playing pretty well.
I'm quite liking this Reading team. I think still a little bit of immaturity, but we're starting to see the stuff that these players are capable of. They are quite a young team, as opposed to Scottish teams who will get an extra year of ultimates.
Yes.
And so, playing off against that, as Jack Lynch takes the pull, and it will be taken by ex-Scot Hugo Turner, as he indicates to everyone it's slightly short. Would you like to do play-by-play or I'll do play-by-play for this one. Turner now, looking up. That ISO shot isn't on. And it's taken at full stretch. Turner just saying like, hey, give me the disc. I'm going to be free. Tries to find Vimani up the field. Inside break to Chris J. What a layout from that boy. A clap catch layout. Thoughts on that?
That's absolutely classic. Great to see. Huge play there. And you can hear St Andrews doing their thing. Doesn't matter if they score, if they don't score, they will always be chanting.
Always.
Always. Can't get them to stop. Doesn't matter how hard we tried. At least Glasgow seem to have gotten over it slightly. Even the sideline is at it.
Reading now here. Where do you take it? Looking for the inside shot. It's not on. Forced to break the cycle of the weave in order to make things work. Just three people keep cutting back into the space. They want that up the line cut, but it is not coming for them. Reading making them do multiple cuts. They're playing quite a poachy D. So the cut that goes up the line, someone cuts off from. It does mean that you let that open throw go back, but it means it keeps St Andrew working hard, running, and not gaining many yards until Gage Schechter comes to give an extra option to break the St Andrews offense.
And a drop there by St Andrews number 2. He won't be happy about that. Reading's disc.
Working on his body now, think about it.
Turner with it now. Looking at St Andrews now, gaining a very narrow lead. Can they hold it? Reading will hope no, as they look for Ryan Kunz's a classic ISO shot. It's a lovely high release flick.
Oh, what a lovely scooper.
That throw looked to be far later than it should have been. Doesn't matter for Reading. As I've described earlier as the team that loves playing the odds game. And on the end zone now, again, doing a little bit of a point to say, this is what I want. Coons on this now, finds Romani. Coons is in the end zone, and a nice and simple jump in, which isn't in. Which St Andrews will be quite fortunate, quite pleased with, because he was completely unmarked.
Yep.
And a simple dump blade to Romani. Coons now looking up the field. Is that going to be on? The lefty backhand shot finds the space. Reading reply and say, we're still in this game and we're going to take you all the way.
That's 3-2 there to St Andrews. Just want to quickly talk about something you mentioned there. The height of Gabe never lets it stop him. Never. He can get up to heights that you wouldn't even expect for a man that short, but it's always very impressive. And the people he can match up to in this.
You say that, but if we play them, I'm still marking the bald guy.
That's true. That's true. He's been very restrained actually today.
Maybe it's the tape on his leg.
Maybe.
It is good though, he is a quality player, so let's see what he can do with the disc now as he fakes, takes the shot. Reading not doing as much poaching, and what a layout to Blade.
Oh, it's immediately intercepted by Reading player.
Wilson now on the disc, finds Turner. There's a lot of space upfield which Reading are seeking to attack with a high release floaty backhand.
And to a completely open player in the end zone. That's unfortunate for St Andrews there. It was a nice bid by the St Andrews player, but did leave his mark completely open for that score.
It's worth saying as well here that Reading are shooting up in this seeding game, and so a break here would be huge as they tie the game at 3-3.
And we've got 30. So we got just over 13 minutes left on the clock here in this game. It's 3-3. It's Reading put the disc up. It's St Andrews on offense. Running an ISO play here. Gone up the line. Can he get there in time? He can't. That's unfortunate. Reading picking up the disc again. That turnover. Scottish import, as Harry said, number 11. Picking up the disc, and they're also playing an ISO play. The horses with the flat ball player poaching off the end zone. Right at the front of the end zone now. Looking for that shot in and threads it through the middle, and that's a score for Reading. 4-3.
That is huge for Reading. And this is the thing. If Reading hit their form, they are nearly impossible to stop.
I was actually watching Reading's last match against Birmingham, which was 9-6 to Birmingham, and they really turned that result from that game around here, because up against St Andrews.
Thank you, Tom. And so, Reading on a bit of a roll here, 3-point roll. Let's see if they can press this advantage further as Turner takes the pull.
All right, and Saints pick up. Bit of a poachy mark there, but looking to use that space up the line. It's not on. To 93, not on again. Looking for that man who's completely open, number 86, bring up to the sideline. Reading making them work for it. Looking for the shot into the end zone, and he's not taking it. Back to Gabe. This again over the top. Is he going to come down with it? He does! Lovely grab there by player 62.
So one issue I've noticed is that the ferocity of the spikes are increasing as we go through the game, and I am worried for the sake of the disc if this continues on the trend it is, but still 4-4, a really thrilling game we've got here so far. That is the response St Andrews needed though.
Yes.
It's their first point in 4, so really good to see that they can pull themselves through and say that, hey, we are a really good team. We have proved it on many occasions, and we want to prove it now as it's a bladey pull by Gabe Schechter. Yeah, we'll say you do more play-by-play.
Yeah. All right, and that's being taken from the back of the end zone. He's looking upfield. Lovely little flick throw around. Back it up here slightly. Pass by the Reading player, huge bit there, lovely to keep that up. They need that. Up the field again, super fast play here. Manages to get it even though surrounded by St Andrews players. And there's been a call of some sort, can't quite see what's going on.
Some lovely grabs there by Ryan Coons. This bid inside his own end zone to stop St Andrews getting an easy O. Straight up the line, his teammate recognises that he will chase that down. Really great to see, but it looks like it's going to play back. And I wonder if we're going to see the exact play again.
Yes. All right, disc is being sent back. Reading have picked up. Just moving the camera back here slightly. And setting up in an ISO play again. The St Andrews team are poaching off the end zone players here. Disc is coming in on 3. That's a swing for the Reading player. Looking up the line, not there. And another swing, a great grab. Great snag to keep that off the ground by the Reading player.
The level of grabs Reading are showing here to keep the disc inside their own end zone is phenomenal.
And that's 57, and St Andrews keep pushing them back. Making them work for every single disc here. Gaining yards now though. Up the line, 41. Not quite in again, a lovely bid. And straight over the top, lady little shot to get that score.
I think we can safely say that Reading earned that point with that one there. Never have I seen a team go so big to save it. And if they're putting themselves on the line like that and they're able to keep their bodies healthy while doing so, then fair play. They've just taken the lead again against St Andrews, which is not something I think anyone from the Scottish community expected. Is that right, Annie?
I think that's pretty correct, yeah. To be bidding like that in your own end zone, no less. Not to get a score, just in your own end zone. It's very impressive. At least St Andrews can match that. So it just goes up. St Andrews on offense. Straight to the middle there. He's looking into the end zone, but there's no one there for him. Yes, there is. Until 87's on the disc. Looking for what he wants. And looking for the swing. No hesitation there. Another great grab, looking straight over the top. Is it going to be the same? Yes, it is. Same score as last time. It's being called in, and they're in.
Yeah, it was definitely in. A little bit of body contact from Reading may have forced them out, but for all intents and purposes, that was a legal grab in the end zone. Really nice to see St Andrews saying, hey, we've got a bit of flair of ourselves. You can't help but wonder that might be exactly what Reading want them to say.
Yes. Yes, St Andrews bringing up their level of play to match Reading's there, or trying to at least. I mean, 1 layout versus like 10, you know.
Let's go!
It's a tough exchange rate up north.
Indeed. All right, and we have St Andrews on defense. Reading take that down. Again, playing that ISO, looking up the line and swings it. Not a break there. Oh, nice little throw there, 8-4. Tex Mohawks 19 even. And a bid for Reading, possibly unnecessary.
No, that's Ben Pepiat. He's a completely safe player. He would never bid unnecessarily.
Gratuitous play? What's that?
Reading don't know of such terms.
No.
Coach Matt Bolton, also known as Bucket, clearly has told his team that you chase down this disc. And they absolutely will do so each time. Reading maintaining this lead at 6-5. There's only 6.5 minutes-ish left in the game now. Let's see if they can keep it up as Reading take the pull.
I have faith in St Andrews being able to bring this back. As they totally unbiased here. And huge play across the field. Oh, and a D by the Reading player.
Quickest man in Uni Ultimate, Benji Wilson, gets the inside lane on that blade, gets a hand to it, and let's see if Reading can have a nice, sensible offense here for the break.
Nice, sensible offense. Yeah, we'll see about that. St Andrews mark up. Pushing forward again, out of that end zone. Give themselves a bit of room. It's Hugo Turner on the disc. He's looking for his swing, and it's up the line play. Over the top to that Reading player. Lovely read. You can see him really taking his time with that. Oh, couldn't quite get his hands on that.
Just watch out about the team. We're getting quite close. We're fine. Just watch out. Yeah, but Sam Benion's there. Just small misconnection. St Andrews now with a real chance to respond, say, hey, no, you're not getting this break on us. You're working for everything as it goes nearly all the way to the end zone and finally makes its way safely into the hands of someone for a clap catch.
So that's now score is 6-6. This game has been exchanging points from the start and it's super hot.
Both teams here are showing such skill. This is not a game which is being won by mistakes as such.
Yeah.
It is being won by the other team stepping up and saying, there is the smallest notch that you're giving us to work at, and we're going to drive it through. Really great to see Reading now with another interesting offense as the Blades finds its way into some throws at the side. It's one thing I've noticed actually, the Scottish teams really like their bladey pulls.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a theme today actually, especially with Edinburgh. I noticed that a lot.
Potentially because you're used to not having walls to avoid, which were taco discs.
Yes, that's also very true. Also wind, got to fight against that.
Rutter now on the disc, looking forward. Lovely little cheeky backhand, finds Coons. Coons looks for Pepiat! Tries to reach behind him, not quite able to get it. And it appears there is a small call on the pitch. Pepiat having to reach back almost into the path of the oncoming St Andrews player. And so there's I think, a little bit of a question about whether he felt unsafe to make the play perhaps. It's tough to know.
It's tough to know, yeah. You can't quite get. We obviously don't have the best perspective from here, and it's tough to know what's felt by the players themselves.
Yeah, we'll leave it up to the players. They tend to know best. As Pepiat retracts his call, acknowledges it was a turnover, and St Andrews now with a chance to break.
And they'll be excited about that. With just 3.5 minutes left. St looking to swing, playing that ISO. It's gone up the line. Looking for his options, the Reading player closing in. And up the line again. Looking for his options into the end zones, swings back. And swinging again. Not letting themselves get flustered. But this is good defense from Reading. A little pop over the top, why not? When in doubt, throw a blade, and a nice layout there from Gabe. Oh, and that's a score for St Andrews. 7-6.
That is a huge break for St Andrews. And you've got to say it was a slight mistake by Reading that caused it. Just a slight underthrow. Someone who's already run past, got momentum, and St Andrews able to take advantage of that. Although it was close, I heard at least one store count 7 during that set. And every time there's just a St Andrews player recognises the call of distress, comes streaming in to save their teammate, and just about pulls it off. What can they do now? What a grab there! Great work there by Benji Wilson, but a misconnection upfield means that St Andrews have another go on offense.
And that's Captain Gabe picking up the disc there. Looking for his swing, and he gets it. Ooh, nearly a D there by the Reading player. Recovers quickly. Looking into the end zone, it's not on. He's looking for his dump. Has he got an option? And that appears there's been a call. Possibly contact. It looks like the St Andrews player is saying the defense was moving into his space, but they are discussing it, and it remains St Andrews' disc. Coming in on stall 5, and an immediately dump back for the St Andrews team. Needs help. Ooh, a risky throw there. Oh, and Gabe hits the ground again. Reading not letting them have anything easy. Oh, what a grab! What grab from the St Andrews player there. That's 8-6.
So what happens there is St Andrews saw someone, threw it, and it worked. And I don't think there was any more to that particular offense.
Yeah.
Certainly nothing more that went through the thrower's head at that point, other than player, shoot, score. And then the two Reading players inches away from it. Unable to get their hands on that one though. And so Reading pick up again, get it off the back end zone line as quickly as possible. Wanting to take the swing.
Oh, and 10 seconds left on this, and that's a score for Reading. 7-8.
That was needed because there's 7 seconds left, and you've got to be within one if you want this game to keep going. So thanks to that goal, we are going to be treated to a little bit more of this game.
And what a game it's been so far. This last point, or potential last point, is going to be pretty hot, I think. Pretty intense.
Yeah, so for the next 2 points, we're going to see Reading really work hard for this and try to get it through.
See, for most teams, like working hard would mean laying out a lot, but I feel like they have that covered.
Yeah, they cover such a huge amount of ground. It's really difficult to throw against.
Yes, it must be. Oh, up the line there. And over the top, just a blade, because why not? Looking into the end zone. 93 with the disc. Nice block there from the Reading player. To block. Looking back for the stump. Reading pushing them back here. St Andrews really taking their time.
Yeah, lovely. Oh, taking their time until
they score. And that is a win for St Andrews.
Yeah, they managed to hold seed in that game. A really impressive fight from a Reading team that have already been in a tough group, and even though they're the second team from that region, I think they've more than proved they deserve to be there.
Yeah, no, that was an exciting game to watch. I'm glad that one's on film because a lot of that will be really good to watch back in the future.
It's really exciting. Two teams which I kind of want to watch more of as we go forward. I'm kind of upset I'm playing now. I'm not going to lie. I love those Reading guys. They've developed so much over the past few years, and they play such a fun style of Ultimate to watch. And the skill level is clearly apparent. Then you've got St Andrews, who slightly more conservative, and I can't believe I'm saying that about St Andrews team.
I know what you mean.
But still working hard, able to grind that down even when they were down.
Yeah.
Not losing hope, keeping battling, and making their way through. So they're going to be one to watch. And I pity the team, which may be us, hopefully not, which faces them in the crossover.
Indeed. And Coach Benji Haywood will be pleased with that as well, I hope. But yeah, great play from both teams there.
Yeah, wrapping up now, I've been Harry Mason.
I've been Annie Bechtel.
And thank you very much for watching.